I'll show you how to play this game Startup Company and take your company from a single founder to a profitable company. This is going to be a web company, and it's basically going to rely on advertising contracts to make its money. So that's the premise. Let's start a new game, and I will show you exactly how to go about it. So just to keep it simple, when you guys start your first game, you might choose career mode, and let's name our company something. Let's call it the most amazing company. It doesn't matter what you call it, really. And we'll select the career mode, hit next, and we'll set up our CEO. Let's say that I am the CEO, and I will choose a profile picture for myself, and I can choose to be a designer, manager, or developer. Let's say that I will start as my backstory is that I was a designer. And so my strength is going to be able to also contribute in my company as a designer. I think both developer and designer are good starting choices because you need that from the get-go. Manager is good, but usually you don't need a lot of managers in the company early on when you have limited resources and limited people. So it's kind of more of an optional role, I would say. And it might not give you that edge early on. So I'm going to go with designer, but I would choose between designer and developer and skip the manager early on. But I would say you should have managerial skills if you're starting a company. Okay, now next. Choose a name for the website. So let's pretend we're Twitter and we'll call ourselves X and start a social media site. Or we can start shopping platforms, streaming services, video sharing, dating, gaming, anything you like. Yeah, okay, let's just go. We can also generate a different logo for our company. Let's say, is there an X in here? I don't know. This seems to be the closest thing I see. X. Okay, so let's use that and let's call it XX. All right. And we'll choose social media, let's say. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, I think it needs the name to be longer. Okay. Let's say ZXX. Okay. All right. Start. Now here we can see that we have a city laid out, some cars and buildings and stuff. This is our investment advisor. I already know how to play the game well, so I don't need the investment advisor, so I'm just going to close her out. And you can see there's various offices. We can't afford them yet. We're going to be able to afford the smallest office and no hosting just yet, right? We're going to rent in the cloud. And there's some big research projects which we can do later on in the game, which we can't do just yet. Okay, so our first office here, small office, can hold up to 10 people. We have to pay 10 grand to, lease the office initially, and $3,000 a month for this particular small office. So right now, as you can see, we have 15 grand, so we're going to be spending 10 grand up front and 3,000 a month. All right. Sounds scary, right? But that's how it is when you are starting entrepreneurship. You don't have a lot of money, and expenses are pretty big. Okay, so let's rent it. Now, we had an investor and we completed our first milestone. So the investor now sees that we have an office and has given us 50 grand to start with as our investor, and we're gonna buy some desks, so we can place the people. And as you can see, sorry about that, we have already spent $30,000 out of our $50,000 buying beginner desks. Oh well. Let's put the CEO here. And believe me, it is best to train the CEO, the founder, before hiring a bunch of people. So we'll put him in training. We'll put him in fast speed. So he's training. And I will show you around meanwhile. Cool. Let's put that timer on auto so it keeps starting the next day automatically. And as you can see, our CEO is being trained from beginner to intermediate, and his speed is increasing as he is getting trained. His retirement plan, right now he's poor, yeah. It's not much to retire on yet. Stats, he would like a whiteboard, a black plant, 7-hour workday, a small retirement plan. We can't offer all these things to him just yet. We could give him a little plant in a black vase, so we'll give him that. All right, there. The office has a little black vase plant. Okay. 10 is the maximum number this can support. And this guy is training. He doesn't have a salary just yet, right, at all. So we're gonna upgrade. So salaried employees, when you upgrade them, give them promotions, your cost is gonna go up. This guy, CEO, founder, no salary, no problem. And he's young, right? He's only like, I don't know, 19 years old or something. 49 years left till retirement. His age is 18 years old. And he works 8 hours a day. And now he's at an intermediate level because of the training he's doing. All right, cool. So while that happens, now you can grind it out for a while, or here's a shortcut. You go take a big loan, right? So let's see what kind of loans are available to us. We can't get these bigger loans. The biggest loan we can get is $325,000, but that's going to come at a hefty 30% interest, and so is this one. But you know what? And this is the total amount that you're going to have to pay back. $250,000 is the actual amount you're going to get. So don't get fooled. This 325 is not what you are going to get. 250 is what you're going to get. All right, let's upgrade him to an expert. And now that he's an expert, he's going to be able to hire other experts. And so we want to hire experts. We don't want to hire beginners and, like young founders early on tend to make this mistake a lot where they go hire a bunch of, young other kids or peers who are also very inexperienced. And you do want some good experience, otherwise you're going to struggle to build your stuff. So let's hire some researchers and developers and designers and sysadmins and all these people, so we're going to need some money. So let's get this big loan of $325,000. Let's tell this guy to recruit some expert researchers. And let's research that lead developer, which cost us 30 research points, so now we're left with only 2. And we've got 2 researchers. Let's say that's good for now. Let's hunt for a developer. So we'll get these 2 researchers here, and we'll get 2 developers and maybe 1 designer, because we can also do some design work. Now, if you were a developer, we could get 2 designers and 1 developer. All right, and we will also get a sysadmin, for which we need the research. Have we done the research enough to get it? Not yet. So we're putting these guys into position. And oh, look, our investor is happy. Now, this is all loan money, by the way. And let's also take a look at how much we've given up 40% to this investor who gave us that initial 50 grand and gave us some milestones. He's so far given us 55,000. And we have a $250,000 loan as well. Okay. So we're gonna let this guy design as well. We have to assign these guys tasks. They were just idling because I was talking to you. And if they're idling, that's not good. Okay. So now we have some work getting done. We now have enough to go research our sysadmin, sales exec, supporter, marketer. Let's get that marketer. All right, we turned 19. Let's give him a little bonus and a salary. He accepted. Well, let's go back to doing design work. Put the marketer there. Get it to build some marketing copy and things. We're going to need it soon. Let's recruit a sysadmin soon. So we're going to need to research sysadmin. Confirmed. Start headhunting for it. Notice I trained my guy and I'm getting all experts who can do the work quickly and efficiently, and because I also don't have a lot of office space and office seats, as you can see. I can only hire 10 people. So if I have a lot of beginners, I'm going to need to really get some big offices. And now this guy can work on some sysadmin components like operating systems and firewalls and stuff. And we now need to add some features to our website for it to do anything. Sysadmin needs to build this so we can get some cloud compute going. All right, and so let's go get some features. Let's put in a comment functionality and a landing page. And so we'll put those 2 things in. Now notice here that we have no satisfaction. We don't have any potential users or registered users. We need to build that stuff, right? So let's improve the landing page a little bit. And to improve this one, we need a backend module that's built by lead developer and an input module that's also built by lead developer. So we're going to need to research and hire lead developer. We have already researched it. Let's go hire some lead developer. Let's hire 2 lead developers. Okay, so we'll offer them 10,000, 2,000 bonus. And here we go. And we needed backend modules and we needed input modules, I believe, for this particular comment functionality. Yes. All right. Well, let's take the fastest lead developer we found. And we'll go back to doing design work and put the lead developer here. And we're already building the backend. Let's tell this guy to build the input. So we got one guy building the backend modules, one guy doing the input. They're complaining the stuff is crap. And yes, we're a startup. Our servers are too cheap and all that. Okay. Let's go add some servers. Now that the sysadmin's done their work, let's add couple instances. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Let's see if we can get a data center going. For that, we need to research. Let's research some hosting. Let's see. Okay, we can afford to research these two hosting items. We can rent this little hosting building. It's going to cost us 20 and 3 per month. Let's put a little rack in there. Let's add a web server, a cache server, and a database server. Let's configure these items with things that our sysadmin made. Let's tell it that this website building will host all of it. We don't need to pay for these mini cloud servers now, so we'll remove those instances. So we have a compute of 2800 and all of it's free, since we haven't really got any users on our website yet. Okay, let's add a little marketing. Let's see, our marketing person has built some of these elements and we can do some banner advertising, so let's do that. We'll banner advertise the landing page, we'll create that campaign. Let's go back to our features and improve our comment functionality, since we now have those lead developers building in backend modules and input modules. Okay, amazing. Now, how's it going here? Let's see. So now we have a bunch of people in place, they're all working, and let's take stock. Our marketing has maxed out our feature set. Let's increase the features a little bit. You want to keep the features kind of, the same level. Otherwise, your satisfaction is going to be low, because your landing page is great, but your comments suck, or your comments are great and your landing page sucks. So you don't want that. Okay. So this is going well. Let's pause the marketing since we're at 100%. And you also want to upgrade the efficiency, otherwise it's going to kill your servers, okay? And so as you can see, landing is at 5, comment is at 3, so people are not that happy with comments. If you increase the landing too much more, people are not going to, comments is going to look really bad. So you want to keep the overall satisfaction in the green, and right now it's at 80%, 160 averaged out. Okay. And so, why are you missing requirements? They're missing backend components built by developers. Let's add a backend component to this guy's queue. So he's building 2 backend components for one of these and one of these. They're both building all 3. This seems to be too many, so we'll cut one of these. Okay. Now we're down to 36%, so let's turn marketing back on. And what are we looking to do? Let's see what the venture capitalist wants from us. Okay, they want us to get more users and reach. We have already reached that compute. They want us to negotiate an ad space deal, so we're going to need, and then to increase our office space size to 20 workstations. So those will be milestones that the investor will get us paid for. So let's increase our research to include our sales exec. Since we're going to want to negotiate an ad space deal, we're going to need a okay, so we need a lot of research points if we want to get a really good ad system like video ads or banner ads. And we need to increase our office size. So let's do this, right? So we go back to the city. And in the city view, let's rent the bigger office. That is going to cost us a decent chunk, but you know, that's how it is. We'll add some seats and we'll hire a bunch of researchers. Okay, because we need those research points to get those, you know, high quality ads that can pay us a lot. And we need to get it before we start running out of money. So let's put these researchers in place as soon as we get them. No wasting time, like. All right, that's enough. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to afford them. We still need to afford our sales guy, and we still need to afford let's paying all the rest of the people for the work they're doing. Add a seat for the sales guy. As you can see, our research is increasing rapidly, which is great. I'm going to start headhunting for that sales guy. Because, you know, having sales and, you know, some money coming in is really important to investors, and that's gonna really be a big milestone, right? So let's get this guy to start searching for some contracts. So he's searching for some ad deals now, and our website features can be improved. Let's see if we're eligible for any larger loans. Not yet, but we have this one just for safety. You know, if we start to really run out, we don't want to burn all our loan capability here. Maybe more of these. No feature. Okay. All right, let's go with the banner ads for now. I don't think we'll make it to the video ad, so we'll add that feature. And let's negotiate our best offer available to us at this point for the next couple of days. And so we negotiated an ad deal, which I'll just set it to auto renew. And as you can see, that brought some money in our bank. Not a lot, but you know, enough to keep us afloat and going. And now we have to start increasing. All right, so we keep running out of backend components, so let's hire some developer. So maybe we can hire like 2 more developers since we don't have too many more seats. Okay, and so we'll put these 2 devs to work with building some backend components because we keep running out of those. All right, so this marketing campaign is over with, so let's add a new marketing campaign. All right, and now it's going to be time for us to upgrade our framework. So let's research the framework. So we can't upgrade the features anymore without upgrading the framework. So we have upgraded the framework now. And now things are looking okay. We're quickly running out of cash though, and we don't want to go bankrupt. So let's take a look at what would get us paid in terms of milestones. Hitting 100,000 users. Let's see where we're at. Not enough users. So we're not going to make it with that milestone. So let's go ahead and take out a larger loan. I don't know. What can we do to hit that milestone? We can increase our advertising budget to try and hit more audiences. 40%, 57. Okay, we can hit the milestone if we increase our budget. So let's really ramp up our advertising spend to quickly get to our milestone, and that got us paid a nice amount. We are now going viral, so let's cut the advertising budget for now because we're already at 100% on the feature. So let's increase the feature a little bit so we have more potential in the product. So basically we're doing this thing like where we're increasing potential of the product, and then we register that many users. So we increase potential and we register, and we increase potential and we register, right? And to register, we do marketing. And to increase potential, we build the product more, improve the features and so on. So our devs are a little bit unhappy and are wanting a little bit more. We got a little chunk of money, so let's make sure we take care of our people as well, because they're all starting to not be in such a happy mood. So one way to do that is to get some office stuff, like get them some benefits and stuff. So let's increase those. Let's add some company benefits for these people. Right, so they have now full retirement and healthcare and paid plans and all of that. The government typically requires you to add all these plans when you hit about 50 people. You know, we are about 18 people right now, but we can add these things for them at this point. And we can also go ahead and find, you know, some people that we should probably pay bonuses to. So let's take a few of these people who are not doing that well because they've been around for a while and just getting grunty, and make sure we pay some bonuses to them. And so now everybody's mood's a little better that way. And let's also research a few office items, like we'll research some items. I do want to save some research points so we can get a better ad deals going. So let's add some of these though. Let's add coffee machine, bookshelf. We already have a plant. Let's add some these things. Let's add a little sofa. Okay, so that's what we have for now, and we'll add more later. Okay. We're starting to get to about 80% on the marketing, so let's work up the features a little bit. I think we should be building one more UI component, maybe two more. Okay, so now these guys are building the UI component. We're almost at 2,000 here. So what we're going to do is we're not going to renew this contract. We are going to now move to a better feature. We're going to research in our features. Instead of banner ads, we're going to start using video ads because they can pay way more from our contracts. So features, we can remove this once the active contract ends, which will be in another 6 days. So we'll keep an eye out for that. As you can see, our total impressions are way above what's required from our current contract. So these current contracts are quite small, so let's get rid of all of them. Filter to the max we can get. Sorry for the cough. Okay. So we're starting to look for better deals. And now our goal really is to turn, so right now we're kind of losing money. We're losing 8 grand, 8.5 grand every day, or 254,000 per month. And this is our salaries, office rent, the benefits we're giving, the hosting services, licenses, marketing campaign, all of that put together. And we're bringing in the money, small amount of money from the contract. So we're losing a lot. And we don't want to cut these expenses so much, right? We need our employees to do the work they're doing, so salary, and we need these benefits for them and office and all of these things. This is all basically, even though they're expenses, they're really building up our organizational capacity in our business. So what we need to do is we need to get a bigger, better contract. And we're going to do that just now. We're going to delete banner ads and add video ads. There we go. We're going to find the best offer we have. Negotiate video ads. And that's really going to help us flip the switch. And there you go. We are now a profitable company making $4,000 a day, $141,000 per month. And now we are able to cover all our expenses and we are profitable. So now what, right? So now we can keep increasing our functionalities, keep doing more marketing, and getting bigger and bigger contracts. So from here on out, you can continue to run the company profitably. You can make some bigger capital expenses or things you want to do. You can pay back loans, or you can go in hyper growth by hiring, getting more venture capital. You can also sell the website as a profitable running business if you want to and build a new one. The possibilities are endless, right? And you have ways to grow the business. You can hire more managers and recruiters and outsource things and all kinds of things you can do. But my goal for this video was just to take you from zero to profitability. And so we've done that. Yeah. We have our hosting. We're right about peaked on the hosting, so we might want to, add more capacity to our servers here, add a few more devices. Configure them. So, you want to make sure your hosting is running nice and smooth. You want to make sure your features have capacity. You want to make sure your marketing amount and budgets are just right to keep it around 80% potential reach at all times if you can. I personally like to collect money and buy out the investors at this point. I think we did not put the contract on auto renew, so we lost the contract, so be careful. That can quickly run you out. You don't want to do that. But let's just look for a better contract. While we're at it, we have a little bit of money. That's not a good contract yet, so we'll keep looking a little bit more. And you can see your online users and all kind. I encourage you to explore the game, but take a look at the employee moods. Most of them are doing pretty well. One guy's, Irene Parks, is a little bit low on the mood, but she's okay. Like she's at 78%. It's not that bad. We haven't found a good deal just yet. I like deals where, you know, the minimum is like over $4. This one hit 3. So we're losing about 10,000 a day. So we're going to take the deal that we get in a second. All right, let's take this deal. Let's negotiate the heck out of this deal. Accept that offer, start it tomorrow. And we're back in the positive before we ran out, which is great. So we should be getting paid around 7,000 a day. Hopefully, we're not quite hitting the numbers, so we should increase our features a little bit and increase our marketing accordingly. Be careful, if you increase the marketing too much right now, you may run into a cash crunch. And so this would be a good place to potentially take a bigger loan and make sure you don't run out of money. And you're going to be able to pay back the loan since you are making money now and you're in the positive. Even after, you know, with the loan interest payments are included in your next 30-day expenses in here. The loan here, 32 and 81. So that's all good. There's a penalty because we're not hitting the ad contract target just yet. And so the next thing to do would be to increase the marketing and reduce that penalty by getting closer to the desired numbers. So increasing the marketing may put you a little bit in the negative, but you know, we took a loan, so we have cash in the bank to afford that. And that marketing is something you can just turn off if that cash starts to get too low, right? So we can build on that. Let's see how quick. Okay, so we're not yet there. We are pumping servers when we do that, so all right, we're almost there. So we'll pause marketing once we hit the number and try to collect some cash. All right, we crossed it. I mean, you can also just search for bigger contracts. So as you can see, you know, this is not bad. We're running positive. We can even pay back this loan if we want to. So we have less loan to pay. And yeah, just let it run, collect some money, and continue.